Why are black women raised to work hard for their degrees but not work hard to get a husband?
There's this creator that always comes for single women by choice. What she does, what she finds joy in doing is coming for women that are not married. She's married, happily married, as she said. So what she enjoys doing, the kind of content that she enjoys creating is telling single people and telling them that, oh, you're not married, so swipe. Or telling them that you're not really happy. You that you're coming to say you're single by choice, you're happy. You're not that happy. You're lying. Or telling older women and saying that, oh, you did not get married while you were young, and now that you're old, nobody's coming for you. These are the kind of content that she puts on her page. This name of this creator is Just a Girl on TikTok. And I have been watching her videos for the past 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours. I was not even keeping up. But I feel like I've been watching it for a very long time. I spend my money watching her videos because I don't watch her content. There was a content of hers that went viral that I kind of listened to her opinion on something, and I'm like, and that was it. I was off, and that was it. And there was the content that she made that period was saying that single people are not that happy. Single people by choice are not happy. You can't tell me you're happy. Everybody desires to be married. Everybody desires to get married. Men, Like she kind of always come for single people, and I don't like it, right? And the way she speaks, everything, I just don't like it. So she's not my kind of vibe, right? But I started seeing people on my For You page, women on my For You page coming for her and be like, she's a pick-me, she's a misogynist, she's this, she's that. I'm like, wait a minute. Is it not the same Just a Girl lady that our content went viral one time and like that? So I kind of went to her page to be like, okay, let me not judge her by that one video. Maybe she just made that video while she was cranky, or maybe she just anybody can make their opinion, and that was just her own opinion. Okay, let me watch another video of ours. So I kept watching, I kept going to her content to see the kind of content that she posts on her page. Let me show you some videos that I saw, and I'll be back.
Why are black women raised to work hard for their degrees but not work hard to get a husband? I really feel like we've been hustling backwards. Our parents tricked us, fooled us, because we have this idea that there's nothing you have to do to find the man that you want, to get the husband that you want. You just show up, you don't do anything, they're just going to bow down to you, and that's not realistic, right? We drive so much energy, hard work into our education for our career, but you won't do anything. Fix yourself, work on yourself, change your attitude to get the man that you want. Let's make that make sense. That is, in my opinion, one of the reasons why we have the lowest marital rates, because we have this entitled mentality that I ain't working hard for no man. I'm not working hard to get no husband. Like, well, what do? Working hard means work on you to get what you want. You work on that degree to get the job that you wanted, right? But they tricked us. They lied to us. It has not benefited us. And it has kept a lot of women stuck with this entitled mentality that, whatever I say should go, and I'm not putting no effort in. I'm not doing no work to keep no man. What? You're not going to work hard to keep your man once you get him? That's crazy. So y'all mean to tell me that a healthy, happy woman will willingly choose to spend the rest of her life by herself? Like, is that what we're saying? So being single by choice is very real, right? You can be in your single season. You can decide, like, I'm just, living my life, not ready for a relationship, not interested in a relationship, and that's okay. But there's one thing to say, that this is the choice that I'm making, that I want to spend the rest of my life by myself, no husband, no kids, no nothing, just me, myself, and I find it hard to believe. It sounds like a lot of bitter, broken, unhealed, unhappy women. And instead of joining all these movements, how about you join a therapy group? How about you hit up that number on the back of your insurance card if you have insurance, and find out where you can find you a therapist, because that's what you need. I don't, it doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. Like, It don't make sense. Same women that are in my comments screaming, not all women want to be married. That's not everybody's goal. Those are the women who want to be married and they just are not. Those are the women who desperately want a man, right? And they've convinced themselves that they don't, and they don't need a man. So when they see a woman who has what they want, their go-to is, well, I don't want that. It's okay to want it. It's okay to be honest with yourself that I do want it, I don't have it, and I need to figure out why I don't have that man. Right? I feel like there's this constant thing about, again, you focus always on single women. My focus is on wanting to change the community. And to change the community and amongst Black people, we have to bring back families. Bring men and women together in a healthy way. Women need to recognize why we are where we are. Because getting in the comments, fighting for your life to prove that you don't want a man or you don't want to be married ain't going to help you. That mindset right there is why you don't have a man. Because you convince yourself that you don't need one. Like, and we don't understand that. We fight so hard against it. And everyone's like, yeah, girl, I don't want no man. We don't need to be married. That's a problem right there. Why don't you? There are women out here who solely just want kids. They don't want a husband. That's a problem. We've gotten to a place where we just don't want to understand it. Like I said, if I was sitting in this app and I was talking all about how men ain't this and men ain't that and Black men suck them, y'all would love it. Y'all would have nothing to question me about. It would be all, she's good. It would be no judgment there at all. But instead, when I called out the stuff that we need to talk about amongst us as women to help us do better, because there's a lot of women who ask me all the time about how to become better women, how to be more feminine. They want their husband. It's a lot of them. It's the other side who want it as well, but, you know, they can't let their ego go to really receive that. And it's unfortunate. Getting the man that you want at whatever age in life is not the same thing as getting a degree, okay? There are two different things. I want you to understand me and hear me good. You can go to school whatever age you want to and get a degree. The degree that you want. Work hard for it, right? The options are unlimited. But when it comes to getting the man that you want, those options are much smaller. So I want you to realize that you don't have all the time in the world. You don't have all the time in the world to take your time. The unfortunate side is that we don't live in reality and we think we can do whatever we want whenever we want to. We don't have the same options. And I want women to understand that what you do in your 20s and your 30s will play a factor in your 40s and your 50s and on up. Right? Make good decisions in your 20s. Make good decisions in your 30s. So when you hit 40, you have what you want. You have the man that you want. You have the family that you want. Not still trying to figure it out because you think you can get whatever you want, the type of man you want whenever you want to. And it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. The options are much more smaller and we don't want to realize that. It is. Age plays a factor. You know, there's so many things that play a factor when you get to a certain age that you cannot just think you can walk in the door and say, choose me. Other people are competing. When it comes to dating and relationships and marriage, a 40-plus-year-old woman does not have the same options as a 25-year-old woman. She just doesn't. And we got to face the reality. So don't look at a degree you can get that whenever you want to as the same as it is when it comes to a man. Be mindful that if you're in your 40s and you want to be married, you want a certain type of man, you can be married, but it may not be the man that you want, right? Because the options are different. They're different, right? They just are. So we don't want to play around and think we got all this time in order to do whatever we want. And then it gets later in life and then you sitting around talking about, I'm single by choice. You're single because you don't have any options. But don't be that girl, okay?
With this little video that you've watched, what is she giving? Is she giving pick me? She's speaking well to Black women. When I watched her videos, of course, she doesn't just post relationships. She posts fashion content. She posts skincare. I think makeup most of the time, more than skincare. I think mostly makeup, right? Then fashion, like this is what I'm wearing. She does other lifestyle stuff on her page. In her own head, what she's trying to pass across, she's like, she wants to show Black people that there's something called Black love. Women are supposed to get married, and Black women are not focusing on marriage. Black women are focusing on having baby daddies up and down. That she wants it to be like, oh, she's happily married, and of course everybody can be happily married as well. And women, ladies are not happy. Like, see, the vibe that she gives me is, if you're not married, get out of here. I am married and you can't talk to me anyhow. That's the vibe she gives me, and I don't like it. Okay, and I get why people are coming for her. I get why people don't like her content. I get why people block her, because her vibe is not vibing. Let me show you people's reaction and I'll be back.
Just a Girl in her content is proof that for a lot of women who are married, marriage for a lot of women is just the level of superiority, or having a superiority complex, because they're actually misogynist. A lot of women do not realize that going into a marriage, inherently, your chances of becoming a misogynist increase. The reason being is because marriage is not only a, law institution, but it's based in religion. Everything regarding religion it's leaning into misogyny, because you have to abide by a man. The man has to make the rules and you have to follow them. You don't get any autonomy over your body. Your whole life is given upon to a man. And that's why so many men win when it comes to marriages. That's why they thrive when they're in a marriage, because the only way that they can thrive is through the act of misogyny. And I think that on a subconscious level, Just a Girl knows that. She understands that she has had to tear herself down as a woman to stay in a marriage. That is why she is tearing down women who are not married. Because look at her. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but look at her. Look at how she looks. Look at how she talks. The woman looks tired. Like, she looks like what she most likely is going through. And so this is why I am a firm believer. This is just my own personal belief. I do not trust anyone that makes content that is not vulnerable. When people are giving me information on a subject, on a topic, and there is not a level of vulnerability that content creator has, I instantly don't trust them. You cannot get on here and shame women due to their status of being single, unmarried. You cannot shame women who make that decision. Meanwhile, you're gatekeeping all of the things going on in your marriage. Like one thing I could say about Shira 7, she cannot be exposed because she was vulnerable. Like, she admitted the fact that in order for her to get married, she had to be the side chick. I can respect that. I can expect that. I can understand and respect her content, because there's a level of vulnerability that she has. People that get on this internet and they claim that they're giving you advice and yet they're not being vulnerable, they have a deeper motive. It could be a motive for money. It could be a motive for self-validating themselves, which I think is what it is for Just a Girl. She's trying to validate herself being married by shaming women who are not married, because she needs to feel better about the decision that she made regarding being married, because she realized that it's not the pretty picture and it's not this wonderful movie like she thought it was going to be, which is how it is for most women. And most women just cop it to, well, that's just how it goes with marriage. That they just take it as like, well, that's just how it is, and playing the victim. That's what women do, a lot of them. They will just be like, oh, well, they will literally create this dialogue with themselves where they have just accepted a livable type of tolerance to a circumstance that they do not like. And they just chalk it up to, Well, every relationship has its issues, you know. How are you going to get through a marriage and you don't go through anything? Okay, you're going through something every fucking day. Like, that's not normal. Like, you're waking up dreading everything that's ahead of you for the day. You're only going to sleep to rest, to prepare for the next shitty day you have ahead of you because you don't like the life that you've constructed for yourself because someone told you to choose this life. And you listened to them based off of whatever BS you were fed or whatever you chose to believe. And I think it's very, very important that people practice discernment on who they're taking information from and what vibe you're getting from them. Like, Just a Girl comes off very, very disingenuous to me. And having to even have a platform where you have to bash other people for their decisions, come on. Like, here's the thing. I have nothing against married women. But married women are the reason why I'm single and why I choose not to get married. Yes, I've had my experiences with men, but all the people that are complaining to me about their relationship are married women. So even an anecdotal experience, and even within my family, seeing the dynamics of what a marriage looks like, Just a Girl is tired. She's struggling. And in order for her to get away from that internal struggle that she's having, the only thing that's going to make her feel better is to just knock down and talk down on women who choose not to get married.
Married women obsession, not all of course, but some married women obsession with like single women has to be studied. So it's a video going around from that creator, It's a Girl. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I blocked her a long time ago because she made a think piece I didn't agree with. Just as simple. I knew everything I needed to know from that one take, I'm gonna be honest with you. But nevertheless, she's trending again, making a video pretty much saying that every woman has the same desires that she has, which is a crazy concept to even think about. Like, do you not know how self-centered you have to be as a human being to think that everybody has the same life goals as you? Some people don't want children, some people don't want marriage. Like, I don't get why it bothers you so much. Like, why are you so mad about it? Like, granted, I don't watch her videos, but the few that I have seen gives me that you really don't want that lifestyle either. Because if you were truly happy with your husband, why are you on social media bullying us? It's giving, I want you to be as miserable as I am. I know somebody gonna say, so well, she's trying to help. Who asked her for the help? Help the people who asked you for the help. But if you are giving unsolicited help, you are just being a pest. The crazy part about it is that you made a whole page just shaming women. Because if you really wanted to make a page promoting marriage, you will show us how great marriage is through your marriage. If you really wanted to promote marriage, you can show it by showing us content to be like, you know what, marriage sounds like a good partnership. And a lot of couples do that on social media. They don't talk about it every 5 minutes, but the way that they operate together be making you think like, okay, marriage might be a thing. That's how you truly promote marriage. But you're just a bully. You hate women and you want to disguise your hatred for women under the guidelines of helping them find a husband that they never even said they wanted. Yesterday I made a video about that creator, It's a Girl. If I knew her real name, I would say her real name. But in my video, I said that she gives me very much bully. And how her page is not about promoting marriage, it's more about tearing down single women. Because if she truly wanted to promote marriage, she can show by leading by example and then make marriage look so appealing that people will want to have it. I woke up this morning to a bunch of DMs of people sending me a video that was not available to me. Like I said in a previous video, I blocked It's a Girl. Then my best friend was like, yo, I think she made a reply and she screen recorded me the video. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch the whole video because I was so confused about the first part. The very first part, she says, women who don't like me are the same women who blame men for everything. These are the same women who don't like accountability. That's why I stopped listening, because she is so male driven that when a woman, regardless if the video was about me or other women critiquing her, when a woman critiques another woman, the first thing you think about is, well, men, you just can't get a man. Like, is that not psychotic to you? Like, first and foremost, outside of the obvious to think that if someone doesn't like you, they must hate men, that proves to me that your advice is not towards women, it's towards men, because you are aligning yourself with men, saying if you don't like me, you must not like them. But yet you got a whole page for the girls. And it's crazy to see someone that grown, I don't know how old she is, but she's older than 25, so all of this should be developed, that old to be that obsessed with men. The crazy part about it is she's so male-centered, but she's not even centering the male that's in her house. You are married, you are a reflection of your partner, right? When you go outside, you are representing your man. Y'all are each other's legacy, right? When people think about Vanessa Bryant, they're gonna think about Kobe. She can't even represent her husband so much because she's so focused on what single women are doing to single men. You are worried about the men outside of your house while destroying the legacy of the man that's in your house because you are out here embarrassing him. That man gave you his last name. Now act like you deserve it and stop worrying about other men. Stop worrying about other women.
You mean to tell me that a healthy, happy woman will willingly choose to spend the rest of her life by herself? Like,
you know, it's always interesting when someone asks a question and the answer to their question was in their question. You said a healthy, happy woman. A healthy, happy woman is living her life on her own terms and knows what she wants. So if that's the life that she's choosing, it's because that's what she wants. And I always find it crazy to hear women describe other women who are not in a relationship and or don't have children as lonely. I think it says more about the person than the person they're talking about. Because if the only way that you can feel not lonely is in a romantic relationship or being a mother, that means that you didn't foster any relationships outside of the dynamic of a romantic partnership. Every single woman or woman without children is not lonely. In fact, I think that to be a successful wife or mother, you should actually water the relationships you have before you go into those roles. Because navigating your friendships, your relationship with your family, and other people that you interact with on a daily basis is grounds for how you're going to navigate your relationship with your children and your husband. Being able to water those relationships and build healthy foundations will lead to a better chance of you having a healthier relationship with your partner or your children. Exploring yourself, learning your boundaries, learning how to communicate, learning how to deal with confrontation are all things that you should probably work on before you get into romantic relationships or have children. Not to mention, a lot of women are choosing to be single because they've already been in a relationship and realize that maybe that's not the lifestyle that they want forever. Or some may want a romantic relationship and just deciding that it's better to be single until they find exactly what they're looking for. And some people are just content being by themselves as far as living. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you ask a lot of mothers if they could live by themselves, a lot of them would tell you yes. If you ask a lot of wives if there was an option for them to live by themselves, a lot of them would tell you yes. Just say that you don't find peace in being by yourself and don't put it on other people. And when it comes to children, the notion that every woman needs to be a mother is asinine. There are plenty of people who want to have children or are going to have children. You don't have to speak to the women who are content not being mothers. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to be a mother or wanting to find a husband. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting a husband, wanting children, wanting to be a mother. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start questioning why somebody else doesn't want that, you have to look deep inside yourself and ask you why you feel lonely without those things.
So while I was watching our video, I kind of wrote down something that she said. So she said she met her husband while she was 18 years and she's currently 35 years. So they've roughly been together 17 years. So it's giving, I've only known this man all my adult life. I've only been with one man all my adult life. I am sad and I need help. That's what it's giving me. That's what it's giving me. So another thing she said was, you are single because you don't have any option. There is nothing called single by choice. You see those attack on people that are single, making them feel like, oh, you cannot tell me you're single and happy. No. You can't tell me you want to be child free. Like, it's annoying to the ears. Of course, she has her own audience because people in the comment section, some will agree with her. Most people will agree with her. I feel like people that don't agree with her used to block her content and all of that, which is fine. Everybody with kind of content that they create. So for me, she's giving, I am happily married, and if you're not married, get out of here. So if you're a married woman and you don't want to hear the truth, our page is for you. That is just it. And there was a video I saw of somebody say that I think I'm going to post the video on my shorts later on. Someone was like, if you're creating content and a lot of people in the comment section that are agreeing with you are men, your content is rubbish. Like, because you're not saying the truth. You're just saying things that will agree with men. You're kind of not liking women, and all your content is for you to just come and shame. And she's always like coming for black women because she's black, and she's always, I don't get it. I watch a lot of content creators on TikTok because I spend most of my days and time on TikTok. There are some people that I watch that I truly genuinely like them. I like their vibe. Even if they're not saying some things that I agree with, I watch it because I just like them. I just like watching them. But I own a vibe initially. The very first video I saw of her, it's been long. I didn't like it. Then I went back to keep watching and I'm like, can I still do this? I tried it all. I watched her videos. I tried. I did. But she's not creating content for people like me. She's not creative. I feel like she's trying to shame women, and she's portraying what is not. So if you're trying to come and be like, oh, you're happily married, people should get married, I personally feel like show people the good side of your marriage. Like show us how your man is loving, show us, like, don't hide it, don't keep anything, just show it to us, so that we are not happily married, we are single by choice, we are looking for husband or something, we'll be motivated by your content, because now you're just word of mouth. You're not showing us what your partner does. It's not like you're doing vlogging, you're not vlogging your activities, nothing. So what are you trying to say, that you're happily married but we're not seeing it? Okay, I know some people say, and it's not everybody that wants to post, everybody feel like they want to keep their relationship to themselves. Fine. So if you can keep your happiness to yourself, why are you coming for single by choice people that keep their happiness to themselves but come out to tell you that they're happy and they're single? Make it make sense. I personally do not like married women that kind of segregate themselves. Like when you're married, you kind of wear a crown on their heads and be like, oh, I am a married woman. So far you are not married. Get out of here. I can't stand them, okay? And there are very plenty where I'm from. If you're not married, you have to go and hide, okay? The moment they know that you're married, they're always like giving you that respect. Oh, I didn't know you're married. Oh, I didn't know you're married. What changed? Like, what changes? If I'm married, I'm not married, I'm still me. So I don't get it why some people that because they are married, or because you know your husband for 17 years, you feel like you've won that crown, you're like, okay, period. Nobody can compete with you. Then people that decide not to get married, then sometimes she was coming for baby mamas as well, that women go out there to, you know, have babies for men without getting married. Like, I only married, married because I am married, because I'm happily married. And she feel like people want to come for her, people are coming for her, people are looking for tea in her marriage. Because there was a post that I saw, somebody was like, we are going to get the tea in your husband, should be your Mickey Mouse, we're going to humble you. We'll humble you to show you that this man is just deceiving you. But she's like, okay, there's no tea, da, 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 da. And there was another thing she said that I picked in a video, because I watched a video. I feel like I've forgotten so many. I kind of wrote some down, but I think she said in a video, she was like, there was a viral video of this Christian sister that God restored her marriage and everything. So she kind of talked about it, and she was like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, if you forgive your husband when you're cheating, there's nothing wrong with it. That she doesn't get why people are coming for her. Da, 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 da. Like, and the vibe she gives me in that video is, okay, my partner is cheating and I'm forgiving him. There's nothing wrong with us and we are still fine. That's the vibe that it gives me. In my own opinion. In my own opinion. And she's giving vibe of, I need help, I'm sad, please help me. But then I have to still come and pretend like I'm happy. That's the vibe she gives. I don't like her aura, I'm not gonna lie. And this is like, no, I'm just like, I hate her personality. Like, she's like, no, I don't know her personality, I just like her vibe. You know, some people, you watch them, you just vibe with them. Like, oh, I like watching this person, I vibe with this person. I don't vibe with her videos. I don't connect to any. Nothing is connecting me with her videos. So she's not creating content for people like me. So, and that is what social media is. Not everybody's content you will want to watch. Even if me and this person is creating the same content, you might prefer to watch one other person than the other. Just as my own kind of content, you might prefer to watch. So there are other people that will create the same content that I create. Some people prefer to watch them, some people prefer to watch me. Some, like, that is just because of vibe, aura, anything. Like, something that's like, I'm comfortable watching this person, I love watching this person. I don't get that in watching that content. And whatever she says, I don't think there's any video that I watched today that I was like, I agree. Nothing. Okay, maybe our makeup videos, because I watch our makeup videos as well. And yeah, That's it. What is your take on married women that always come for single girls, single women, single by choice women, happily single by choice? What is your take on these married women that won't let them breathe? Okay, that will not let them breathe. That are always coming for them, always making them feel like they're lying, always making them feel like, oh, you cannot tell me you want to be child free, like you're gonna be bored and lonely. How dare you think they're bored and lonely? Oh my god, I don't get it. I can't stand women I can't stand married women that come for single people. I can't stand married women that wear it on their head that they're married. That is married women that see marriage as an achievement, as a flex. Because she made a video of marriage is a flex or something like, yeah, I can't stand them because they kind of not see some things that I will see, so we can vibe. So I get it. But coming for her, I get it. What is your take on today's video? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Is a gist as I come share with you all today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next one.